Alright, what is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and excuse the dead of night and the pitch black darkness. But I am not the star of the show, so it is what it is. I was supposed to be doing this earlier, but I was not exactly on point with my time. So, I wasted time. Now I get to do this at night. But luckily, like I said, I'm not the star of the show. I'm not what's important here. One Piece is, and we are here for a watch-along of episode 387. Now, watch-along means there's going to be no audio or video anywhere here on the screen. It is just me and you chilling together and just bantering, just chilling, just like you had a friend, like you used to watch anime after school, like the good old days. That's what we're here for. We're here to just relive the glory days of our youth, the springtime of youth. But yeah, no audio in the ears, no video on the screen, so watch it with me. That's the whole point of a watch along. It's basically the low budget, worse effort version of a watch party, which if I was any sort of smart, that's what I'd be doing, but I'm not. But we are here for 387, and last time we got introduced to Camie proper, and it seems like there is also someone named Duval who is also trying to capture her for some reason. Not really sure why that is, but yeah, I mean, the crew made it to the red line, and they're trying to figure out how to get into Fishman Island, which I believe the log pose Nami has said it is downwards. So that's going to be an entire thing to figure out. So we'll have to see how they decide to do that, and we got to figure out who's trying to take Camie, and I believe they said Hachin, I think. And Nami's like, no, it can't be. But, we all know that we know anime. We know that it's going to be. It's going to be the same octopus guy that was with Arlong way back in the beginning of the story. So them interacting again after, time has passed will be interesting. I'm definitely down to see how any of those interactions go. But I'm also going to be interested to see into how much conflict that brings any of the rest of the crew, if anybody has anything to say about it. I mean, it's Nami, so, Sanji is going to be ultra white knighty and very overprotective of her, so he might not be too happy to see Hachin. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what this Duval guy has. Like I said, I'm not really sure who he is. So we'll find out one way or the other. So let's get it started, guys. Let me get the thing pulled up here. All right. Got the Funimation. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 bum bum bum. Let me go grab my adult stuff. Go do that real quick. Climb over my giant 86-pound dog. And my phone fell. Not like you could tell. So what would it really matter? Kind of sucks these last 2 years. I went from doing these in like my room at one point, sometimes my kid's room, but just somewhere I could be during the day and everything. Ugh. How I miss those times. I haven't actually had like a room of my own for a while. I've been sleeping in our living rooms for the last 2 houses. So not having my own dedicated space doesn't help. You wanna be my friend? Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-dum. We are on the cruise. And not like it even matters. Hell yeah, wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger. Yeah, I was supposed to watch this too many days ago. I was supposed to watch this on Friday. It is Tuesday. And I also have yesterday's episode to watch. I'll probably do that tomorrow. It's 2 behind on One Piece and 1 behind on my gaming, which right now is Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. Hailing from the year 2000. So I was 9 or 10 when that game came out. My birthday's in October, so, you know, there's only a few months of the year the game could have come out that I would have been 10 for, but, you know, same thing. Oh yeah, then we had the great erasure of Kokoro, where everyone's like, no, this is a cute mermaid. This is a real mermaid. Yeah, I heard the voice. And Flying Fish Raiders. Raiders? Riders. I guess Raiders wouldn't be wholly incorrect. Yeah, I'm going to try to do an extra segment here of Wario Land as soon as I'm done doing this. As soon as this is watched. G's with the eyes. Save the captive fishman. Fishmans? What in the Charlie Brown is that animation? There's always like these, most times it's the sound effects, but there's some things about the show that just do remind me of like the old Looney Tune stuff, which, you know, I'm not an idiot. I know what Gear 5 is and how it gives Luffy later on basically Toon powers. It just seems like something they lean into. Like, just even the way he was animated in the back, that felt like you were watching like Charlie Brown dance in the old days. I don't know why I'm wearing my hat. Bagaeru. Because of Killer Bee and Naruto, that is like my favorite word in anime. I don't want to say in Japanese because I don't know if that's like a word that people use like in common parlance. Who is he after on the Straw Hats? Oh. I don't know how I could possibly describe my gratitude. Try. That's some saying that to your boss. You could feel the get the fuck out of my office that would be coming for you. Oh yeah, Hachi's like, no, not the Straw Hats. He's not going to be looking forward to Zoro kicking his ass again. You. At a human shop. Oh, Hachi's a bean. He just doesn't want to get his ass beat anymore. And he's already roughed up. Bro, that would have worked on Luffy. On Luffy, that would have worked flawlessly. It's gonna work on that guy too. Jesus. See, there's a part of the jacket that reminds me, like, that feels very Don Krieg-y. But, like, I doubt it is. I don't know what it is. Also, I guess all the weapons he had, even though he doesn't have the spike cape, there's just something about him. And I can't think of anybody else the crew dealt with that would have look like that. Fear of the unknown island Aosis. Itis. Usopp knows they're about to get attacked by something and someone. Not or, and. Just yelling into the territory. That's awesome. I mean, I know the Straw Hats have never been exactly the ones for subtlety. Can't octopuses get out of anything? What in the Clark Kent are we doing? The most ridiculous disguise. That's why they keep catching you. The old crew. Luffy's like, you make food? Oh, never mind. Yeah, half the crew now wasn't even around for this. Flashback no jutsu. They animated Chopper so well for that. There's the food. There's the food. There's the food. Don't waver between food and logic. Zoro's like, I beat the shit out of him. Nami's gonna give in. Well, it's not like they know either. Like, food or logic, Luffy. Food or logic. Oh shit, these guys. Nami's gonna say go. Say it. She. All Luffy can see is the food. Okay, well, what are you gonna do now? Oh, that was. This with his face. The way his mouth was. It just feels like one of those things that from paper to animation didn't draw over well. Yo. It's boxing time. You do not have a chance. That's a lot of fodder. All right, well, that is it. I got to get going, guys. I got a strict schedule to keep, but I'm glad the crew. I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it next time. Till then, y'all. Peace.